In terms of the current warnings, there remains an emergency warning with a leave immediately message issued to many communities in the area that now includes those communities north of yesterday's fireground. This includes communities such as Amphitheatre, Elmhurst and Mount Cole and surrounding districts. There is also a watch and act leave now for people on the boundary of Lexington and correction, a leave now also for Amphitheatre. I urge people in the area that have been given this warning to act and leave now to please heed the advice and leave immediately, because leaving immediately is the safest option. And leaving immediately also means that you can head to one of the 3 relief centres, particularly if you're in the north of the area. There's the opportunity to head towards Maryborough, the relief centre that has been established overnight at Princess Park in Maryborough, but also to the other 2 relief centres that were established late yesterday in Windaree and in Ararat. I also want to acknowledge that our colleague and local member for Ripon, Martha Haylett, has been working with the community based at the Windaree Relief Centre, and the official advice there is we've had around 200 people register to get access to support at that relief centre in Windaree. The Western Highway remains closed between Ballarat and Ararat. However, there are crews out there on the ground at the moment and they're looking to have that reopened in the coming hours, and encourage people to continue to monitor the Vic Traffic website for further updates on both the reopening of the Western Highway, but also to a number of road closures in the local area. And the train line between Ballarat and Ararat also remains suspended, with crews out there working to have that line reopened, and that is hoped to happen in the next 24 hours. There's also around 5,000 properties that are without power across the state, many of those as a consequence of yesterday's strong heat and wind weather that went through the state. And on weather, today, as we know, is a much cooler day. However, there continues to remain winds remaining throughout the day, which is of particular concern for firefighters on that fire front in Western Victoria. Also, though, we are seeing that weather hopefully will remain settled over the coming days, but there does remain a high fire danger rating across the west and the north of the state. I'd also like to acknowledge that for some communities there's a number of schools that are either closed or have had changed arrangements for today. Schools that are closed include Amphitheatre Primary School and Buangor Primary School, and other schools, Beaufort Primary School, Beaufort Secondary College, Torella Primary School have been relocated to Mount Rowan Secondary College, and Pomonal Primary School remains relocated to Store West Primary School. And I want to thank everyone in the education system for supporting students at this time as well. And as I said, there was more than 1,000 people on the ground overnight, and that significant firefighting effort continues throughout the day.